Ariel Helwani post-fight at UFC 144 alongside Ryan Bader, who defeated Quinton Rampage Jackson tonight. And Ryan, congratulations on the win. It's almost a year to the day of your loss to John Jones, and of course we know what happened after. Can you compare how you're feeling now to how you were feeling then?
Oh, it's night and day. I've grown so much as a fighter, mentally and physically. You know, I think everything just kind of came together. We have the right people around me, we have the right training partners, right coaches. You know, everything. So that gives you confidence in itself. And you know, just going through camps and training smarter and drilling and doing the things I've never done. You know, and not overtraining and coming into fights fresh and ready to go. And that helps you mentally and just overall, you feel a ton better. So, you know, it was a big win for me, and you know, from last year to this year, it's a drastic improvement.
Is it safe to say that now you could see the silver lining in that two-fight losing streak? Yeah,
absolutely. You know, I've said it before. You know, losing one to John Jones, you know, he's a champion, been running through people. You lose one fight in your MMA career, it's not the end of the world. Everybody loses. But to lose two in a row, and you got to really step back and be like, what am I doing wrong? And I got to fix this, and you know, this and that. And if I didn't lose to Tito, I never would have changed anything. I would have kept doing the same things, and I would have paid for it later on in my career. Whereas now I did that. You know, unfortunately I lost those two fights, but I changed it, and I'm better for it in the long run.
What do you think of his performance? Did you think he was at his best tonight?
You know, I wouldn't say he's at his best. I don't know. You know, after the fight, you know, he was a cool dude. Came up to me and said, "Hey, congratulations." I was like, "Hey, thanks for taking a fight." And I heard you're injured, whatever. And he said, you know, he's like, "Yeah, you know, it's hurt me a little bit, but you earned it." So I really respect that about him. And you know, we have a job to do, and we don't really worry about the other opponent. You know, we go in there and perform, and that's all we can do. That's all we can do for our job. Go in there and win. You know, that's what I did tonight. So all the other factors, it really doesn't matter to me.
Do you think it was disrespectful to come overweight by that much?
You know, we are all professionals. You know, I come from a college wrestling background, and I made weight, you know, every weekend, day in and day out. So, you know, I never would miss weight, but I'm not one to sit and you know, worry about it for other people and this and that. So he paid for it, you know, giving up some of his purse, and you know, like, mentally for me going in there, and maybe he didn't train as hard as he could, maybe he overlooked me. That's how I kind of look at it. So it really didn't matter to me.
Did you think at all that he was looking past you going into this fight? He had said some things, and then he missed weight.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I kind of get the feeling, especially with missing weight and all that, you're kind of like, oh, did he not train for this fight? Did he not respect me, you know? But I don't care. I came out and did my job, which is to win, you know, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters. And I don't get my feelings hurt, you know, so I came in, did my job, what I need to do, come and get a win here in Japan, you know, and where he built his name. So, you know, I'm pretty happy about that.
That big slam, it was vintage Rampage. Where did it hurt you most, on your neck or on your arm?
Yeah, I said he wasn't going to slam me, but then, yeah, he was kind of looking over and leaving his head out. I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. I'm going to knee him in the head. Brought my knee up, and right when I did that, I knew he was grabbing my leg and slammed me right on my back of my head. My arm looked like it had a tweak, but it's fine, and rocked me, and I came up, and some dude is just swinging on me. I'm like, oh, it took a second to get, you know, realize I was in the fight, but, you know, battled back, and, you know, that's what's fun, you know, about those fights, especially with guys like that, you know, come back from a little adversity and come back, get a win.
Is there anyone in particular you want next now? You just beat a top 5 light heavyweight.
Yeah, it doesn't matter right now. Right now I'm not thinking about that. I was thinking about Rampage for so long, you know, so we're just here back in the locker room right after that fight, so I'm enjoying my win, and then get back in the gym, get back to the drawing board, and get better, and yeah, whoever they give me, you know, I feel confident, I'm ready.
And finally, if you could just put a bow on this experience, fighting Rampage in Japan, it was almost talked about more this fight than the main event, yeah. And just coming over here for a young guy like yourself, what's it been like? Yeah, it's a highlight of my career, you know. I've had a couple highlights, you know, coming in and, you know, winning the Ultimate Fighter, but you were really not in the UFC then, and that was cool at the moment. And then fighting your first big name like Jardine Nogueira, you know, and then getting a win like this from, you know, I grew up watching the guy, you know, he's one of my favorite fighters, and to be able to fight him, let alone in Japan, and beat him, it's you know, a surreal experience. Congrats.
Thank you. Appreciate it.